This river was poisoned in the 17th century, and until this day, the river remains poisonous. This river is...
People no be smart things there for this world, oh. Hey, make una see this river where I bring, can't give una so, una comment, share, una see forward, make we support our people. I wish this kind of river day for America, a Europe country by now. When people don't go there, go to do excursion, they snap picture, they write history about them. But as you don't be saying our African, we know the like support ourselves. This river, it there for one state for Nigeria. This river for more than 17th century now they don't poison this river. This river get power where we say, even though fish were there inside, if you throw bomb give themselves, they know they die. Bomb, you shoot fish gone, you not go die. Watch the video by yourself, make a comment.
And if you want to see that, continue watching. How true is this story? What is the breed of this fish and why does it not cook? This is why we are going to this town today. When you come to this town of Ida, you will find out that there is two respected statues in this town, and these statues are princesses. The two of them were used as sacrifice to save this town, and that is why this town exists today. One of them is called Princess Inibi and the other one is called Princess Omodoko. They were all buried alive as a sacrifice to save the people of this town. One of them, which is Princess Omodoko, is the reason why this water is poisoned today. Let me tell you the story, but I will start with Princess Inibi. Princess Inibi is the only child of her father, who is the Ata of Ida, or you can say the king of Ida. And during the 16th century, there is a very strong empire called Benin Kingdom. The Benin Kingdom has a very large army, making them one of the strongest empire to exist around this time. Around the year 1504, the king of Benin Kingdom is called Oba Isigie, and during his reign, there is a prominent chief in Benin Kingdom called Chief Oliha. Chief Oliha is so obsessed with his beautiful wife and will often brag about her loyalty in front of the king and other cabinet members. Chief Oliha bragged so much about his beautiful wife to the extent that other cabinet members became jealous of him. At some point from around the year 1504 to 1515, Chief Oliha had problem with the king, which is Oba Isigie of Benin Kingdom. The king, looking for a way to get at Chief Oliha, he went for the thing he desired most, which is his wife. The king investigated and found out that the wife of Chief Oliha is so in love with beautiful beads. The king assigned one of his servants to seduce the wife of Chief Oliha with beautiful beads, and to make the matter worse, the servant is a cripple. The servant was able to seduce and win the wife of Chief Oliha, who he has always bragged about as a faithful wife. He was able to do this because he offered her expensive royal coral beads. After the servants carried out this mission, he came back to the king and the king kept quiet without telling anybody. The king waited for the right time to strike. On a very beautiful day, there was a meeting between the cabinet and Chief Oliha started again bragging about his wife and how faithful she is. That is when the king struck. He called out the crippled servant to tell what he did. Everybody in the cabinet was shocked. Not only that this person is a servant, he is a crippled servant, and everybody mocked Chief Oliha for trusting his beautiful wife too much. With that anger, Chief Oliha went home and killed his beautiful wife, and with the shame, he decided he would get back at Oba Isigie, which is the king of Benin Kingdom. He planned to dethrone the king, knowing fully well that he would not get support from the cabinet members. Chief Oliha made a very different plan, and this plan would turn out to be a very deadly one. He went to Ida and informed the Ata of Ida that the king of Benin is planning an offensive in Ida. Being a cabinet member of Benin Kingdom, the Ata of Ida believed him, knowing fully well that the Igala people and the Benin people has always been in a loggerhead, so he wanted to use the power of disinformation to cause war between the two kingdoms. And he succeeded in doing that because he returned back to Benin and informed the Oba of Benin that the Ata of Ida is planning an offensive in Benin Kingdom. And that worked because in the year 1515 it escalated and the war broke out between the Igala people of Ida and Benin Kingdom. Benin Kingdom having a superior army, and they recently bought guns from the Portuguese for the very first time, they were able to defeat the warriors of Ida in the battlefield, and they were advancing to wipe out the whole of Ida. The Ata of Ida, being very nervous, he contacted the oracle to know what he can do to save his kingdom from being wiped out by the Benin army. The oracle demanded that a virgin blood from the royal family must be sacrificed to save the kingdom, and this means that Princess Inibi, which is the only child of the king, will be sacrificed, and the king rejected it. The king pleaded with the oracle to take virgin slaves, but the oracle insisted that the virgin must be from the royal family. For complete 1 week, the king was a very different person. He was in a very bad mood. Princess Inibi noticed the change in her father's mood for more than 1 week now, and she tried by herself to find out exactly why her father has been in a bad mood. So she found out that the oracle demanded that she, as the royal blood, would be sacrificed to save the people. As an act of bravery, Princess Enigbe volunteered and said she would come out to be sacrificed so that her people would remain. She was buried alongside 9 other virgin slaves who would help her in the afterlife. After Princess Enigbe was sacrificed, the oracle assured the people of Ida that they are safe, even though the Benin warriors are advancing towards Ida. By the time the Benin warriors arrive Ida, they saw that the whole kingdom is already on fire, and they find no reason to go into fire. When the kingdom is already on fire, they decided to go back, thinking that the fire was real. But the fire was actually caused by the oracle, and to the eyes of the Benin warriors, they see a kingdom burning down, but they didn't know that this fire was caused by the oracle, so they had to go back, thinking the kingdom is already burnt down. That is how the Igala people of Ida was saved during the Igala-Benin War of 1515 to 1516. Now let us talk about the Princess Omadoko and how this Inachalo river was poisoned. While Princess Enigbe was buried in the 16th century, Princess Omadoko was also buried alive in the 17th century, and that is in the year 1690, and this is during the Igala and Jukun War. After more than a century that Princess Enigbe was buried to save the people of Igala, another war broke out between the Igala people and the Jukun people. This time around, it's a different king, different fighters, and some other allies from different other places. The king, as at this time, consulted the oracle very earlier, and it was revealed to him that the princess, which is Omodoko, will be sacrificed in order to save the people of Igala. Princess Omodoko was also buried alive again as a sacrifice to save the people of Igala with 9 other virgin slaves. As a strategy to defeat the invading Jukun fighters, they decided to poison the Inachalo river. The main goal was to inflict so much casualties to the Jukun fighters who are invading the kingdom of Ida, knowing very well that the invading forces are going to drink the water when they are coming into the town. With the help of Hausa Malams from Bebeji, which is in current-day Kano, they were able to poison the Inachalo river, and this strategy worked. After this river was poisoned, it is believed that the Jukun fighters who were advancing towards Ida, who drank this water, died. They died mysteriously in their numbers. Because of the Inachalo river, so much casualty was inflicted in the invading Jukun forces, and this gave the Igala people upper hand in the war, and history has it that so many Jukun fighters had to run away for their dear life. As for the fishes in the river, so many people who live in this community believe that nobody can cook the fish in this river. Many people have tried cooking the fish in the river, and no matter how long you cook the fish, it will come out raw. According to the people who have been here, they believe that the fishes in this river is a very different breed from every other fish you have seen both in the market and in the rivers, and they believe that the fish itself cannot be cooked. No matter how much time you cook it on fire, it will not get done. There is another thing they believe. They believe if by trying to cook this fish or anything, the bone of this fish wound you, it will never heal. There is nothing you can do with to heal the wound. So let's say you're cutting this fish and the bone choke you by mistake, that wound will remain there forever. And that is because they believe that this fish was poisoned as well. Other people believe that these are actually not fishes. They believe that it is human being, and they are part of the fighters from the Jukun warriors who were trying to run away when their fellow fighters were dying because they drank this water. Them themselves were trying to run away, and they had to turn to fish to swim away, and that is why these fish are here today. That is some of the stories that people believe. This is the reason why no matter how much time you try to cook the fish, it never get done. I posted a short story about this river on TikTok, and Dan Philip commented, "I witnessed an Igbo man that tried it back then in the early 80s. He died by just tasting the uncooked fish." Thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy the video, please give the video a like. If you want to watch more videos like this, click the red subscribe button around here in your screen and turn on the bell notification that comes up next so that you'll be the first person to know when I post my next story. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you